Hello, this is Patrick. Welcome to Chart Built Wealth, Profitable Investing with Technical Analysis. Well, my four longs were natural gas, crude oil, gold, silver. I'm going to a neutral on natural gas. It's down, I don't know, 6% today. If you remember, the long-term viewpoint is that uh, natural gas could just skyrocket from here. But I said the last video that we were in a consolidation, a triangle consolidation. If it broke down, I would go to neutral. And I'm going to do that because I don't know exactly how much downside is there. It looks like there's more. And so I want to cut my losses short, but I will be looking to get back in. So let's get into it. This should be short and sweet. So I will post the initiation of the buy recommendation on natural gas because it has a long-term outlook and a potential huge upside and why I think that. So I will post that so you can reference that. And I got a misspelling here. My apologies. Anyway, I'm going to do this. The small bullish pattern here to get us going into the bigger pattern is it's like a man or woman hanging upside down. It's a bullish inverse head and shoulders pattern. And here's your neckline. Here's your left shoulder. Here's your head. Here's your right shoulder. And the right shoulder was consolidating into a symmetrical triangle. And I said on the call, if we can get above 12 and a quarter, it would put this in play and we'd have potentially 10% upside, which would get us, the more important thing, it'd get us on the way to much, much, much higher prices. But apparently this first wave up, this second wave consolidation is a zigzag consolidation. And so we're going to take our loss of 7% or whatever that is. I can figure that out for the next when I turn bullish. And based on this symmetrical triangle, if you measure the base of this triangle and you project that downward, you come up with can I read that? A 1030 price projection, and we're at 1085 right now. So that's about another 5% or so. But I want to see a bottom condition, and I'm not sure where this is going to stop. And I want to, it's got to stop below the low of the first wave. But anyway, that's where we're at. We're going to a neutral rating, but I hope to get in at a lower price, which will be good. So that is natural gas, and that's the ETF, UNG. While I'm at it, I'm just going to touch on crude oil. So here's crude oil. This is what it looked like. Only 1 out of 10 people wanted to buy crude oil a couple of days ago. And then, and so here's where we went bullish. And I'm going to show you an updated chart. And we got a pop the day after, and the day after that, it was up 7% yesterday morning. And so what was I doing? I was selling some, 7% on a security we're trying to pick the bottom on. Um, you know, so if I had 100 shares, I probably sold 7 shares, USO or whatever's oil index or ETF you want to pick. So I take some off the table, always do that. If it would have been up 2%, I would have sold maybe 2 or 3 shares. If it up 7%, I'm going to sell 7 or 8 shares. And all that is personal preference, but it certainly makes uh, holding positions a lot easier. It's more profitable, and it's a safer way to do it. So that's what was going on with crude oil. Now, today you can see we're getting a sell-off. It's down about 2%. And so what am I doing today? Well, I'm buying more. So I'm going from the daily chart, right? This is a daily chart. Each one of these bars represents a day, and today you can see the red down day. And now we're going to a 2 hour chart where each one of these bars represents 2 hours. And so you can see here's the 5 wave advance. That's really good for us. It says that the trend should be up here. And here's our correction. And you can see we have those that have followed me for a long time. We have a rainbow convergence. And a rainbow convergence is where all your more moving averages come together at the point of the peak. And a type 2 convergence is where prices come back to that convergence. Now, if it can hold here, and it's really right on there, so we'll see what happens. If it can hold that, it promises a new higher high, higher than this. It's not a big deal, but it would tell us that that next leg up is coming. And if you remember, in crude oil, we're going into a third of a third wave, which are the biggest, the fastest movers, the most profitable. So by selling some, I get to buy those shares back, and I'm also adding some more. And if it breaks this, I will sell the new shares that I bought, and I'll sell, anything that I bought today, I will sell that. I'll maintain my previous position. So that's kind of where we're at with USO. So sell into strength, buy into weakness. Just touch on gold real fast. Silver is pretty much the same. This is again a short-term chart. Each bar represents 2 hours, and here's a trend line that's resistance, right? And so you can see we got up to resistance the other day, and then we sold off, and now we're challenging that resistance line. A break above that, I think you'd see a lot of technical traders jump in. Usually, it's the reason why I don't do that is because usually it'll be a 5% gain or something in a day and you're chasing. So again, I like to buy on down days. So when oil was up 2 days ago, was up 7%. In the morning, gold was down 2.5% in the morning. And so when I was selling those oil shares, I was putting that into gold. That's really the way you have to, you can buy and hold and do whatever you want. But if you're chasing things when they're up already, like if you're chasing gold today, it's up 1.10%. I think it's up 1.2% now. That's the wrong way to do it, in my humble opinion. I want to buy when it's red, when it's down, and I want to sell when it's up. So today, I'm selling a little bit of gold and I am buying more oil. So that is just the mindset here. And you can see on these lower lows, we got positive divergences here, suggesting a change of trend is happening. So thank you for watching Chart Built Wealth, Profitable Investing with Technical Analysis. Please like and subscribe, tell your friends and neighbors. Also, any comments? Do you like these short updates, on a short-term basis, on longer-term calls that I'm making? Uh, you know, just give me some feedback. I welcome that. Thank you. Have a great day. Good trading to you. Adios.